Northwest Nazarene and Central are always our road trip, and so we got that out of the way early this season, which was nice instead of having it be our last match when we're usually all tired. And it's always hard to play on the road because we're in the bus for 10 hours a day and we get out the next day we have to practice and play. But we struggled a little bit at the beginning of both matches, and we ended up putting up more of a fight. And Central Washington, I thought, was a good match for us because we haven't been playing as well as we should be and as we can. And I thought we pulled together as a team better than we have in any of the games so far and played better. Yeah, I've practiced a little bit of setting earlier in the season, but I haven't been for a while. So practice before, coach is like, "You're going to set?" I was like, okay. I love setting. I did it all through high school, and it's just like riding a bicycle. Once I get back out there, I just feel the groove and I do it. And being a setter, I know that I have to be a leader out on the court because I have to call the plays, and we make a big contribution. We touch the ball every play, so I know being out there that I have to be loud and confident in myself and my hitters that they'll put it away and that we can get the job done. I did the night before. We had an hour and a half practice, and coach threw me into set, and I was like, "So does this mean I'm setting?" She's like, "Yep." I was like, "Okay." I felt like we connected pretty well for only having one practice compared to having weeks of practice, but definitely more to improve on, and I think just working with the hitters and setting everybody and distributing the ball more is important for our team. I try my best to look at the other side of the net and to notice like the blockers if they have a tendency to cheat one way, or if we have a hitter that's on, then I'm going to go to them, especially in crucial moments, and just try to be smart and look for the open holes on the other side of the court and help my hitters out. I think we will pull together even more than we did against Central Washington. We just need to find a little bit more chemistry on the court, which being loud and having energy and having fun always does that for us. So these next couple practices before Alaska, I think we're all going to just work on being loud and doing our best and working hard 100% of the time and just pulling together, and we'll be able to do a lot better. Yes. I love being home. We always get to practice on our home court, and then we get a crowd at our games and we get to play, and it's nice to stay home and we actually go to school and get our homework done and then come out and play in our home gym. I'm looking forward to the competition. Anchorage is always a good competition, and they're always top of the GNAC. As long as we play how we know we can play and how we should play, we'll be able to put up a good fight, and it should be a good match against both of them.
I think what I learned my freshman year is that the college game is a lot more fast-paced than high school and club, so you just have to be on your toes all the time, and you have to have a higher volleyball IQ to know, what positions to block and where to swing in the court. So, yeah, it's a lot harder than high school, but I think I did learn a lot last year since I got right into it. So, yeah, that was a really good experience, and not all people get to experience that fast pace of a game that early on in their career. So I think that was a really good opportunity for me to kind of get kick-started into the game a little bit faster. The competition is really tough. All the middles are really tall, so are the other pin hitters on all the other teams. So it's really competitive as a middle blocker because we have to, get out to the pins and block and read the setters, and we just have we have a big role in the team, so it's very competitive, but I like the competitiveness because the other middles in the GNAC push me to work harder. I love being a middle blocker because, it gives me a chance to help everyone else out. But yeah, it's my favorite position, and I've played it my whole career, so I love it. I think we work together really well because some of us play a few different positions. So we do have to, fight for spots in the middle, and some of the newcomers, push me to work harder in the middle because, I'm fighting for my spot every week, and yeah, we just really push each other to work harder, and we learn from things that we each do. So I think I've learned that we just really have to, be cohesive on the court, because off the court we're all very cohesive, but sometimes it's more difficult to put that together on the court. So I think with these changes that we've been making, it's been really good, and we're finally starting to get in a rhythm, and we're going to get some wins out of it.
Yeah, like we talked in the previous preview, I don't think we started out very well, and obviously the score showed it against Northwest Nazarene. We were really slow, and I'm not sure if it was just our first GNAC a road match or if we just weren't mentally ready to go. I thought we picked it up a little bit in the second and third set. Still not right where we need to be, but we learned a lot. We tried some different rotations against Central, and I think we worked some stuff out a little bit. I thought Mataia did a good job of coming in and stepping into a leadership role setting, especially after not setting for a couple of weeks. So we were really proud of her for that. And then Angela, working with Mataia and trying to get her to where we needed to be to run that rotation. And, we worked out some stuff, and hopefully we're going to be ready for this weekend. Yeah, I think just mixing up the rotation helped us a lot and kind of kept us mentally in the game. I did think that we competed with Central Washington really well. I thought we were pretty evenly matched. It was disappointing to see us ahead in a lot of the categories, kills, attempts, assists, digs, and still didn't pull out the win. But, that shows us that we can compete with Central and some of those teams, and hopefully next time we can pull it out and get the win. I think that we're kind of discouraged with our win and loss record, and I think just staying positive and believing that we can get wins against these two schools. Obviously, both of the Alaska schools are very competitive and have done really well in conference thus far, so making sure that we're ready to come out and get a fast start from the get-go is something that we're really working on this week in practice. Yeah, most importantly, we're working on not making errors on those impact plays, so not missing our serves on important turns of momentum, staying in the play in those long rallies, making sure we get those digs to make the momentum go our way is something that's going to be really important for us this weekend, and I think with our new rotation that'll help us out a lot. I think getting in experienced players in some of those roles is going to be very helpful, and I'm excited about what can come from the rotation that we're working with right now. I like it. I think that we have a good fan base. I like the support. We have a couple of other teams that are on the road, so hopefully we'll get a lot of student support from some of the other athletic teams that are on campus this week. And we're just excited to be at home again.